we made that first NFL recap, that's when I knew. I was like, because we made it, that one went viral. Then we made the second one, that one kind of went viral, and we wasn't like gung ho like, oh, this is what we about to do. We just was still doing it. And then that third one went super viral, and I was like, all right, we about to do it. And then my mans, I'll never forget, I always tell this story. I was chilling with my homie Fresh, who's a big entrepreneur. You should have him up here too. I had my homie Fresh, and he was like, the NFL gonna reach out to you one day. And ESPN, it was only 3 weeks in. I'm like, bro, no, they not. Like, it ain't that crazy. And I mean, the NFL reached out like week 10, week 11, and I was like, yeah, we got something.
What up, though, Black Fridays family? Welcome back to another episode of the Black Fridays podcast. Before we get into today's episode, need you to hit that like button, subscribe, make sure to share some videos with family, friends, and loved ones so we can keep this thing going. All right, now that we got that out of the way, I got one of the dopest creatives that has come out of the city of Detroit, let alone the state of Michigan. Chef Geech is in the building. How you doing, my brother?
What up, though? Happy to be here. A pleasure to be here, for sure. Thank you.
Absolutely. It's a pleasure to have you, and been a fan of your content for quite some time now. It's probably been like maybe close to a couple of years that I've been following the page and following your movement, and talk about millions of views, hundreds of thousands of followers. You got dope partnerships across the board. Been on the NFL Network. Got a chance to work with Jamel Hill, also Revolt TV. Yeah. Tell me, like, how does it feel to be able to have these type of opportunities from crafting out your own lane in terms of sports and entertainment?
It feel good. All glory be to God, first and foremost, my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, because, I mean, he gave me the ability to do whatever I got to do. So, got to say that first and foremost. But it's just like, it's good. It feel good to know that, like, something you've been knowing your whole life is like, all right, I'm not tripping. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's true. Like, I am as creative as I always thought I was as a kid. My ideas do work, because you go through human experiences of self-doubt, or you go through human experiences of, is it really me? You know what I'm saying? Like, why me? You know, but then you be like, well, why not me? So just actually seeing it come to fruition through. And then the last thing I want to add to that, too, is other people. You get a lot of people that turn you down, or a lot of people that say your ideas ain't dope, or a lot of people that just don't understand. And then you get in these rooms with these people, and then they like, oh, where you been in my whole life? You know, and they just be like, dang, all right, bet. So it's a wonderful feeling, man. I thank God that I'm in this situation to be able to take care of my family and provide something and turn this into what I always wanted, was just to create all day. Yeah.
For sure. And then in terms of being able to craft out your own lane from doing, if you are not familiar with Chef Geech and his content, he has the most fire sports weekly recaps, especially when it comes to NFL. And then, of course, always starting with the home team, but then being able to do across the board for the league, and then being able to combine hip hop and then also culinary skills to be able to kind of tell those stories is super dope. So how did all those things come together to be able to carve out that niche in terms of doing those recaps and telling the stories the way that Chef Geech does it?
So I grew up cooking my whole life. As a little boy, I always said I wanted to be a chef when I grow up. 2 things I wanted to be when I grew up was a chef and a rapper. 3 things. I wanted to be a comedian, a chef, and a rapper.
Okay.
But the comedian got cut out quick. So it was just, I wanted to be a chef and a rapper. I ended up going to culinary school, followed that dream. Didn't really enjoy, I like being in the kitchen, but it wasn't my passion. Rap has always been my passion. Music has always been my passion. It's always been something I just knew how to do. So I dropped out of college and pursued a rap career. But I still had to work a job, so I was working at various restaurants here and there. And then my rap portfolio started building up. I started getting a name for myself in music. And I was like, man, I wanna I didn't want to, but everybody was like, you need to incorporate the music and the culinary together. And I'm like, I don't want to put the two together. I don't even want people to know I cook.
Yeah.
So I kept it low key, and then my rap name was Geech, and everybody was like, but it was taken legally. So everybody's like, well, what you gonna change your name to? I'm like, I don't know. They're like, you should just do Chef Geech, because I kept saying it on songs like Chef Geech, Chef Geech.
Mm-hmm.
So that kind of was how it kind of the seed got planted as far as like the culinary and the music, and then the sports thing. It was just us trial and error, trying to figure out how we could have our foot in the ground when it comes to viral content and like getting people attention, and the world is so oversaturated right now with content, especially in the music world. It's like, how do we stand out? And then my brother Roger, who shoots most of my recaps, he was like, bro, rap about the NFL. And I was like, nah, that's kind of like corny. And he was like, all right. And then I just bit the bullet and was like, all right, I'll do it. I'll try it. And it went viral instantly. And now we kind of like stuck here. But I've always loved sports too. Like I played all sports in high school. I played basketball, football, golf, bowling. So I was a big sports guy. My dad watched all the sports. So now we just kind of, honestly, this year is the first year where we kind of incorporating the culinary part of it. Like, because Roger is big in the culinary space as far as a DP. Mm-hmm. So he's like, yo, I want you to tap into this world that you know how to do, but you kind of shine away from it. So now we incorporating the culinary, the rap, and the music, and it just fit perfectly. I mean, that's culture at the end of the day. We love food, we love music, and we love sports, especially black culture. So I tell people I'm a walking sports bar. That's the best way to
walking sport. That's dope. I love that. I love that analogy. Yeah. And First Geech, tell us about your platform that you have been able to develop that allows you to do exactly that.
Yeah, so First Geech is the actual recap show, recapping all of the NFL. Now it's about to turn into just sports in general. So it's me recapping the NFL and talking about what happened in the NFL this whole week. But we trying to navigate it to just what happened in sports for the week, because it's something happening in sports in general. And like I said, I watch all of them. So, yeah, it started off with me and Roger, like I said, him saying, try to rap about the NFL. I did. And then we put a title on it, First Geech. And, yeah, that's where we at with it right now, man. That's my bread and butter right there. That's my baby. That's my show, and hopefully it turns into something bigger. Cause the complete vision for it is for it to be where I have special guests on there, which is how Jamel ended up on there. Mm-hmm. And I want in the near future for it to be a special guest every week, rapping with me, because I used to ghostwrite, so I can rap in your voice, and we talk about we don't leave no elephants in the room. We talk about whatever's going on in your personal life that might tie in and make it witty, and that's just what we do. Like Jamel was a San Francisco fan, so that's why I incorporated her in there, and she from the D.
Right.
So
shame on her,
yeah,
but yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
So it was just like it got to make sense too. So I always, in the near future, I just see it being like, not like this, because it's two different lanes, but people want to get on Kashanat. People want to get on there and be part of the stream. I want people to want to get on First Geech, and we write the rap together, or I write the whole rap, and then it turns into this thing where we got Kevin Hart on here and LeBron James on here, and this week I got Jason Tatum, Sydney Sweeney, whoever, and we rapping about sports together, because who don't hop in the car with their homeboys and be like, turn the beat on and freestyle at some point in their life, so I want to bring that childhood experience, or even adulthood, people still do it to this day, and bring it to life.
And what was it like having that opportunity to work with Jamel? Like, how did that all come together?
Oh, Jamel, the GOAT. That's my baby. Her husband, that's my dog.
Okay.
Wood. Shout out to Woods. That's my guy. So Wood reached out to me. He just was rocking with my content, and then we started building a relationship. And then I told him, I was like, man, I need Jamel on First Geech, because I already had the vision for what I wanted to look like. And I was telling him, like, her episode is gonna be kind of like the pilot. Like, I want to show networks, like, this is what it's gonna look like from now on. And that was the first episode. We did it at a desk, like a sports center like setup. So I was like, yeah. He was like, bet. She love it. Let's do it. And we was supposed to do it that year that we played the 49ers in the NFC Championship. But her schedule was busy and we couldn't do it. And I was like, well, we gonna probably play all next year, so let's just aim for next year. And then she came through in the clutch. I appreciate her so much, and she still look out to this day. She always trying to put my names in rooms and just always looking out. So I appreciate her to the death for sure.
That's love. That's how we're supposed to do it in Detroit.
Yeah. She the epitome of that for sure.
That's real love.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so Chef Geech, now I'm gonna introduce you to my favorite part of Black Fridays, which is Freestyle Fridays. So, I mean, you the chef, you got the bars, you the rapper, you got this wonderful content, you rapping weekly. So, can we get a freestyle? Like what we doing?
We get a freestyle. A freestyle.
You can freestyle. You can do poetry. You can sing. You can dance. However the mood strikes you. But
I could dance. I like dancing. Dang, a freestyle. I'm trying to think. Let me see for a second. Dang, you put me on the spot with that one.
Or you can do rapid fire questions.
No,
you want to do the freestyle?
Well,
it's up to you.
Rapid fire questions? Because what if you don't have a rapper up here? What do you do?
I mean, I'd had people who are non-rappers that have freestyle.
That rap?
I have
this
rap.
Is something you do, a freestyle segment on your show?
I do, yeah.
Regardless if it's a rapper or not.
Exactly, because I allow people have done poems, people have sung, people have rapped who wasn't rappers. Rappers have not rapped and did just the rapid fire questions. So it's all up to you. But whatever the mood strikes.
I want to rap, but I'm just trying to think. I haven't been put on the spot to rap in so long. I'm trying to think. Red rose, white ceiling. It's like, nah. Hold on, let me see. Let me think for a second, dog. We might have to come back.
All right. We come back
because I gotta think of what I'm gonna say.
For sure. All right.
I wanted to fit the theme. That's what I got.
Sure.
I got stuff that fit the theme. I just got to think on top of my head.
All right, I got you. So we do the rapid fire questions in the meantime.
Let's do it.
All right. So you said you played ball growing up.
Uh-huh. Tell
me, when you played football, what position did you play?
Cornerback.
Who would you liken your game to?
Nobody. I wasn't that. I wasn't no dog, but I wasn't no dog. But my favorite corner back then was probably Champ Bailey. Champ Bailey was a dog. I was a big Dre Bly fan too. Mm-hmm. So, but no, I wasn't neither one of them. I wasn't. I was the littlest kid. It's so funny because I'm the biggest I ever been in my life right now. I was the littlest kid. I was the small, scrawny kid in high school. Like, you know what I'm saying? Way underdeveloped than all my friends, you know? And, but only thing I could do on the field was hit. That's it. I was everybody knew me just like,
you was bringing the pain.
Little broken hit. He just run full speed and just rock. You know what I'm saying? But he can't cover a blanket, dog. You know what I'm saying? So getting mossed every play because he too small. But yeah, that was just my thing, dog. They put me on special teams too. Like, yeah, you could hit too, so just hit. And then on corner, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna put you in on them run plays, and that's it.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, I ain't got nobody to make my game under. I was trash. My main sport growing up was bowling. Like that was my thing. Like I used to go on and be in tournaments across the country and everything. So that was my thing. Crazy enough, most people wouldn't think that.
Okay.
Yeah.
You still get out there and bowl?
Oh yeah,
okay.
I hop out on that lane every now and then. It's not like it used to be. I need to get back on there more. I'm starting to love golf a lot more too.
Okay.
So it's like, I don't know, I'd rather be on that golf course than in that bowling lane.
For sure.
Yeah.
If you were GM for the Lions for a day, if you was Brad home for 24 hours, what's the first move that you making?
Well, you picked the right day to say this. First move I'm making is trade.
You might as well say it.
I'm going to say it. I don't want to say it. And let me just say this. Before I say what I'm about to say, I love my quarterback. Mm-hmm. I have nothing against my quarterback. Me and my quarterback are actually friends. Mm-hmm. JG see me, it's nothing but love. I see JG, it's nothing but love. I got nothing against him. I think one of our biggest problems in our organization is we don't treat it like a business. Mm-hmm. It's too buddy. It's too, man, you been here since day one. We gonna rock with you. We gonna put this together. And then it starts messing up our plans at the end. So I say all that to say this. If I'm Brad Holmes, first thing I'm doing as a GM, I'm trading my first round pick this year, my first round pick next year, and Jared Goff for Joe Burrow.
Really? That's a hell of a move. Now, why Joe Burrow specifically?
He the best one out there that's ready to go. He the best one out there that's available. Ain't nobody else about to leave. That's a top tier quarterback. Lamar not about to go nowhere. Patrick Mahomes not about to go nowhere. It's hard to find a good quarterback in the draft. We not about to have a position in the draft to get a good quarterback no time soon. And it's not really because JG isn't the quarterback to win. I think that what I see, especially last game, he could have walked right in the end zone. He's not capable. He don't got that skill set. And it's dang near impossible to win in this league without a mobile quarterback. I've been riding with JG this whole time. Like I said, I don't got nothing against him. That's my dog. Respect him, nothing but love. But
you think about the overall dynamics of the team.
And then I'm thinking about down the line, too. It's like Joe Burrow, 29, 28? I mean, golf ain't too far off. I think golf like 30.
A few years older.
Yeah, I think he's like 33 or 32. But, yeah, man, I think we need to shake some stuff up. So that, and then the only other thing I would say is my next 20 draft picks, no exaggeration, is all defense. I'm not even looking at a different position.
I mean, for real.
I'm gonna draft I'll probably draft a center and a tackle at some point, and it's all defense.
Yeah.
All defense. Rounds 1 through 6. Well, my 1's gonna be gone now. Rounds 2 through 6. And that's it. That's it, Brad. So listen to me. I know a little something, Brad.
Now, I would combat that. I would say that I don't think JG is the problem, and even though like he's more so of a throwback quarterback and those things, because he's shown that he's capable at different points in time. I think that we got to retool the offensive line. I think that Taylor Decker, I don't know if it's time for him to retire, if it's time for him to get a change of scenery. Realistically, he'll probably retire on Lion. I think that time is here now.
Yeah.
We got to figure out our center situation. And then like we really got to like retool that whole offensive line, because I think it's starting to crumble there. If anything, I think that if you're going to trade somebody and try to get value, I would hate to see him go. But Montgomery, I think that just because the way that they're using him, if y'all just gonna use him as kind of like every so often, you're not really playing him as much as you having that dual threat like you used to. I mean, it's a lot of other running backs in the league that you can get to fulfill that role or draft somebody. So I think that he still has a lot of upside, and he could be somebody's number one right now.
Yeah,
I would come off of him, and then like you said, defense, we got to draft defensive players, and I don't know what's going on with the secondary. It just has not worked out. You think about Cam Sutton, you think about DJ Reed is not looking good this year. I was a big, and I just saw him play last night. I forgot his name. He looked like fake Nipsey. He was our cornerback last year.
No.
Nope. What's his name? He played for the Patriots now.
Oh, Carlton Davis.
Carlton Davis. I was a Carlton Davis fan. I know he wasn't the most healthy, but Carlton Davis, he brought an edge when he was playing for us, and I felt like he played well against like the other teams' ones. So, but yeah, the cornerback situation, DB situation, not worked out. We're not gonna have BB for another year. And no telling what's about to be going on with Kirby Joseph. Like we got to really tighten up that secondary, and I feel like the rest of in that line, the offense, the middle of our line, we got to figure that out, because they haven't been delivering.
Yeah, and I know you want to carry on. I think that my problem with the JG thing is that I don't want a quarterback where everything got to be perfect for everything to work out.
Gotcha.
The quarterback position is the main position in the football field. It's the decision-making position. So that means that it's deeper than just throwing the ball. When stuff breaks down, how is you going to break out? When it break down, it ain't no breaking out for him.
Yeah.
It's over.
Yeah.
It's over. Joe Burrow, if it break down, we done seen it. I make something out of nothing.
Yeah.
Josh Allen is the epitome. If it break down, I'm gonna make something out of nothing.
Right.
You know, Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes, these are the top 4 quarterbacks in the league. When it's nothing, even you can name quarterbacks that's not even Dak. Every quarterback, if it breaks down, I got the ability to make something out of nothing. Our quarterback don't got. It's a zero ability. If it break down, it's over.
Yeah.
It's a wrap.
Got you.
I'm going to the ground, or that ball going to the ground. It's one or the other. That's it. It's all.
I got what you said.
So that's my thing. But I do agree with you. Our offensive line. Tate is a rookie. I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt.
I think he'll be fine.
Yeah, he could grow and get better. Mahogany, I like Mahogany. That's probably my favorite one out the group. I mean, of course, I love Decker, but like you said, his time is coming to an end. I think Tank is coming back. I hope he do. He's still young enough to play another 2-3 years. If we can get Tank back, that'd be lovely.
Right.
And like you said, our defense secondary, yeah, we should have kept Carlton Davis. We should have paid him the money he asked for, because the swap out for DJ Reed, it wasn't a good payoff.
No.
The cheaper bag for the smaller corner, that's not, and DJ Reed played good at the beginning of the season. Once he got back from that injury, it's been all downhill. Right. So that TA, I'm not as bad on TA as everybody else is.
I agree.
I give him like one more year.
I agree. I still think he CB2 on any team.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Being a good CB2. I'm not mad at it. I mean, he get the penalties, but he a CB2. Kirby, God bless him. I hope everything work out. It's not looking good, but that's that. BB, like you said, he's probably not even gonna be here, because we probably not gonna extend no contract with nobody with a torn Achilles.
Yeah.
So yeah, we got a lot of we in the hole right now.
Yeah, we in the trenches. We back in the trenches
right now. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be some tough years coming up, and we got to thug it out. But the main thing I want to say is that and this is really what I would do if I was Brad. If our first thing I would do, I would sit down with Dan. We need to have a talk, because the infrastructure, whatever you building over here, is breaking down. Beyond players' abilities or injuries, or this beyond all that. Whatever you building over here is falling apart, flat out. You can see it. You can tell by the drops. You can tell by the penalties. You can tell by the play calling. You can tell by the interviews. You can tell by the team chemistry. Something is off.
Yeah, for sure.
You feel me?
For sure. We ain't got that same edge.
I don't even got to go to practice to know. You know what I'm saying? Something is off. Something is not. It's not. The infrastructure is all off over there. And it start with the coach. So he need to get his stuff together and get everybody on the same page, because I could tell this is a sloppy run. We shouldn't even have 8 wins.
Yeah. Hey.
I'm gonna be straight up.
I'm with you when you right.
We shouldn't even have 8 wins. It's bad.
Yeah,
it's bad.
For sure. All right, so we can talk sports all day. So we probably will talk more sports, but I'm gonna keep it pushing so we can learn more about Geech. What are you listening to right now? What do you have in rotation?
Teddy Pendergrass, Isley Brothers, the Spinners, Shy-Lights.
Okay.
I'm an old school head.
All the classics.
I listen to, that's my main music I listen to is the 60s, 70s.
Okay.
But I say that too because rap is just in a bad place right now. I don't really, and R&B. So it's like I'm not listening to much rap or R&B these days. It's not. I mean, if I could really have to name something, that last Freddie Gibbs album is somewhat in rotation, and that Clips album somewhat in rotation. But they was cool albums.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm over rap right now. Rap it ain't even dying, it's dead. So that's why you like rap right now. I'm like, bro, I ain't even rapped in about 3, 4, 5 months. Other than a recap shoot, I ain't wrote a rap in about 3, 4, 5 months.
For sure.
So yeah.
All right, so last but not least, tell me this. If you could have 5 dinner guests, and then of course you preparing dinner, who are the 5 dinner guests? And let's make these celebrities, athletes, people of status, past or present. Who you inviting to dinner if you got 5 seats? And I know that you at the point where you probably coming in contact with a lot of these people. So let's make them people you don't know.
5 people, dead or alive?
Dead or alive.
Jesus.
Okay.
Pac.
Mm-hmm.
Kobe.
Mm-hmm. You started strong already.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. These last 2 gotta be crazy. I got 2 in my head, but I know these not the 2 that I want. But it's just, I'm going to just say them because they're just the first that come to my head.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus, Pac, Kobe, Gandhi, Nelson.
Mm.
Jesus, Pac, Kobe, Gandhi, Nelson Mandela.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's going to be, what you going to cook? Let me ask you that.
I'm going to cook like a, We gonna eat a rice bowl. We gonna eat a rice bowl. I ain't even gonna complicate it. We gonna sit around. We gonna eat a rice bowl. Everybody grab some chopsticks. I'm gonna throw some whatever toppings y'all want on there. I'm gonna saute it in some soy sauce, pineapple juice, brown sugar. Call it a day, and we gonna eat this. We gonna eat this rice bowl with this teriyaki sauce and this chicken and this broccoli and bok choy and go and talk. Yeah, I don't want y'all. I want y'all to be able to talk. I'm thinking of some talking food.
Yeah.
Like we got some chopsticks in our hands. We sitting here eating a bowl of rice. I ain't got a mouthful of food. We talking. Yeah, that'll be it right there. Rice balls. Me, Kobe, Jesus, Pac, Gandhi, and Nelson Mandela. We gonna talk
For sure. Whatever y'all don't have, you know Jesus got you.
Oh, Bob Marley. Bob Marley.
Bob Marley. Who you subbing off of Bob Marley?
Gandhi.
Okay.
Yeah, Bob Marley for sure.
Okay, and then whatever y'all need, Jesus got y'all
Jesus
on the rest.
Got it,
He
for sure. Matter of fact, we just gonna have fish and bread. That's all we gonna eat. That's what
bread
I'm
and wine.
cooking.
You good to go.
I'm cooking fish and bread. That's what I'm cooking. That's a fact. I didn't even think that. Yeah.
Well, thank you for partaking in Freestyle Fridays.
I appreciate it. Oh dang, yeah, I appreciate it.
So Chef Geech, you promised us some bars, so
yeah, I did. We're gonna see. We're gonna see how this works.
Let's see how it go.
It's either gonna make the cut or it ain't.
For sure.
Black Friday podcast. I say, I've been taking good news personal. Bad news don't affect me the same because all of that shit reversible. In a wide body, the vehicle say commercial though. I stopped getting fast money. It was worth it though. Why make $1 million off of purchasing heroin when you could make $1 million off of corporate America? I think the real reason I was scared to go legit because being illegal doesn't really test your intelligence. Cocky and arrogant, I be shopping in places out of the country you might need an Oculus just to stare at it. My POV might be OV if you ain't got no GOD. Energy, I'm literally getting my money COD. Just check the invoices. Check the bank statements. Check the payments I make monthly on my safe haven. The whip white is supremacy, but I ain't racist. The blue lights on the inside like a PlayStation. Geechee the GOAT. Come try your best with the Iron Chef. I'm throwing bowls Midwest like I'm Ron Artest. And play with a broken heart the entire stretch. I'm still the same, ain't nothing changed but the iOS. My Salvadorian shorty asked me did I eat pupusa. I thought that shit was some coochie. She said, boy, you stupid. I take my life experiences and conform it to music. The only way I could prove it is if I tag on my muses. Chef, that's all I got for y'all today, man.
First and Geech, Black Fridays podcast mixtape coming soon.
Hey.
Sometime in 2026.
You know it.
Bars.
I'll take that. That's it right there. That's the freestyle. Yo.
Yeah. So tell me this, in terms of the content creation journey and what you've been able to build as far as your platform and your business as well, when did you feel like you were on to something? Like, what was that moment like? And then where were you at life, if you could remember that time frame?
Repeat that question one more time.
So in terms of what you've been able to build, your platform, where you are, what you have right now, First and Geech, and then your own personal brand and the opportunities that you've gotten, when was that moment, if you could think back to when you knew you had something?
As far as like pertaining to what I'm doing right now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like, I might be on to something.
I've been feeling like that for a minute, but I think that when we did the first episode of First and Geech, back then it was just called the NFL recap. But yeah, when we did that first, when me and Roger linked up, that's my brother. I love him to death, and he the reason for all of this, outside of Jesus. But he come up with ideas with me, and we sit in the lab all day and just think. And when we first started working, we was thinking of dope content ideas, like let's shoot this content, and we was shooting it, and like our first 3 videos we ever made together went kind of viral too. And then the NFL one, when we did that, it just went crazy, because what people need to understand is viral content isn't views. To me, it's comments. That's what let me know if your content is. I don't even care about how many views you got.
Yeah.
Some companies don't even care about that. Some companies do, but a lot of companies be like, what's your interaction? Because if you got 2, 3, 4 million views, but you only got 100 comments, do people really care? You know what I'm saying? Is it really talked about? So when you got 1,000 comments and 40,000 views, I say a lot. So when I was seeing the comment section saying 500 comments, 1,000 comments, 1,500 comments, I'm like, oh, we got something. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, that made me look at stuff a lot different too. Just like, oh, we ain't even got to trip over the views. It's about how many people that's commenting what am I saying something to make people want to comment, you know? So, and they helped me figure out this whole social media world and like what ticks, what make people tick, what make people comment, what make people say stuff. So, but yeah, when we made that first NFL recap, that's when I knew. I was like, because we made it, that one went viral. Then we made the second one, that one kind of went viral, and we wasn't like gung ho like, oh, this is what we about to do. We just was still doing it. And then that third one went super viral, and I was like, all right, we about to do it. And then my mans, I'll never forget, I always tell this story. I was chilling with my homie Fresh, who's a big entrepreneur. You should have him up here too. I had my homie Fresh, and he was like, you know, the NFL gonna reach out to you one day. And ESPN, it was only 3 weeks in. I'm like, bro, no, they not. Like, it ain't that crazy. And I mean, the NFL reached out like week 10, week 11, and I was like, yeah, we got some. I'm stuck on this.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's when we started doing the NFL recaps, that's when I know. Yeah.
And when did you, or how did you start to build a business around what it is that you're doing in terms of having the opportunities come your way to get a bag from either like your own content or partnerships and things like that? How have you been able to kind of like develop those practices?
I'm gonna be honest with you, and that's why I want to circle back to my freestyle, because I think I did think of one.
Okay, all right, bet.
But man, I grew up in. I ain't gonna say I grew up in the streets, but I've been in the streets. You know what I'm saying, before all of this, and it was mostly because I ain't know no better. You know, and it's like, it's the only way I really know how to get money, especially growing up where we growing up from. Like, that's the key to life out here. You know what I'm saying? No pun intended. So it's like, switching over from that to an entrepreneur is like mad different. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a completely different world. It's you gotta think a lot more. You gotta be on your toes a lot more. You gotta take the good with the bad and strategically move. Like, with the hustling world, it's like, it's kind of repetition. The same old, same old. You experience the same stuff over and over, and you know how to maneuver through it. With this, it's like, it's so many different aspects and variations that can happen. And I think what always has hindered me from being a great artist was my business aspect, because I never wanted to trust nobody with my business. I never signed a manager. I've had managers. I've never signed a manager. I done had record companies offer me record deals. Never signed a record deal. I used to work with a publishing company and a writing company. Never signed a deal with them, and still was working under them. You know, like, I was always scared to do business and scared to do sign paperwork and contracts, rightfully so, you know, but I had to bite that and be like, hey, bro, this is the game that you in right now. You got to start trusting people. That's what business is. Business is about what you got, what I got. How can we make this work? Let's put it on paper. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And let's get my lawyer on the phone. Let's get your lawyer on the phone. But that was always just hard for me, because I just don't trust people. And so I had to relinquish a lot of that trust. I think that's one of the main things that surfaced with me doing this as far as a business. It's like, all right, start relinquishing some of that control you got to. You know what I'm saying? In order to elevate, you always gonna have to relinquish that control. It ain't nobody out here that got $1 billion businesses that didn't relinquish no control. Jay, anybody, you name it, they let that go. Like, man, you want to help me build my junk to the next level, I gotta let you have some of this. So I think that's the main thing, just relinquishing that control and giving some trust over to some partners and stuff. So,
as a creative yourself, do you find it hard to be able to do that business aspect? Because I know some people are just like, let me just create, and I want to do that. Like, I don't want to worry about the business stuff.
Absolutely. That's I'm trying to figure that out right now, because I just want to create, you know. So I'm in the part of my career right now where I'm trying to delegate, you know what I'm saying, to get everybody, all my pieces together, so I don't gotta worry about, I gotta email this person, I gotta hop on this Zoom call, I gotta hit this brand up, I gotta schedule, look at my calendar and make sure everything is scheduled in right. So me and Roger is right now doing the delegating, and it's coming together slowly but surely, but I want to get to the point where I don't gotta do nothing but create. But that go back to what I was just saying, a lot of that come with just relinquishing that control, because my thing is, and I'm always stand by this, if you can't do the job to the capacity I would do the job, I'm not gonna let you do the job. You know what I'm saying? Whether that's shooting, whether that's editing, whether that's scheduling, whether that's brand partnerships, whether that's even hopping on a meeting. If you're not gonna be in tune with this meeting and talk to these people like I'm gonna talk to these people, I'm not gonna let you do it. I'm gonna just do it. So it is stressful. But I'm trying to navigate out of that stress, and I just want to create. That's really what I ultimately want to do. I just want to create.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How'd you build your team to be able to create the content? Because I was telling you earlier, like, it's all your content is crispy, it's dope, like edited well, done very well. So like, how did you build that team to be able to do the things that you're doing right now?
Well, honestly, it was just me and Roger for the longest, and it still is to an extent. But we added some people to the team. Shout out to Maul. Shout out to Caleb. So it was just really just praying first and foremost, because God know my heart. He know what I want. He know what I need in order to even build me and his relationship even up more. Like, Lord, if you know how busy I am, and you know how much I want to continue our relationship, but I'm so busy. Get me out of this busyness. So praying first and foremost for those right type of people, because the first thing I look for in building my team is, are we aligned? And are we in alignment as far as like how you think, how I think? What's your morals? Are we equally yoked? You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to be no Christian. But if you is, good, even better. But it's like, how do you think? How do you maneuver? And then it's spending some time with you. Like, a lot of people that I brought on my team, it's, hey, what you doing today? Let's go to dinner. And just talk. I just want to know you. Once I know you and then I see the work, that's all I need. I need to know you as a person. That's the first thing. Because if we not, I done hired a lot of people that we ain't on that, and I just looked at the work and it don't work out. So now I focus on the person, and then I focus on the work, and then I focus on the work ethic, and then that's all I need right then and there. And we locked in. If we aligned on that, and I know you're a great person, we aligned on the same. I telling you my goals and where I want to go with this, and you like bet, and I like you, you like me. We align, we equally yoked. You got the good work, and you got the work ethic. Let's do this.
We locked in.
We locked in. That's it. That's all I'm looking for. Yeah.
For the content creators out there who are interested in exploring their dreams and they skills like you, can you talk to, or could you talk about how people can come as their best selves, or have their best presentation when it comes to opportunities with working with large brands and sponsorships and things like that?
Be yourself, be confident in what you're making. Always look at other content creators, not to steal, but to get inspired. You know what I'm saying? Look at content creators that's doing what you're doing and what brands they working with. And when you see them working with big brands that you will ultimately want to work with, I don't say mimic they stuff, but try to take what they doing and incorporate your own little you know what I'm saying, swag to it. So always just keep looking to inspire. That's what the best thing about creativity, the key to creativity is empathy. If you can look at somebody work, if you have a jealous soul, work on it. Fix that now, because it's not going to work in this space. I look at people's stuff and get so inspired, people so talented, so dope, so amazing. And I be like, yo, I want to be like that, or I want to do that, or I like how they do that. How can we do that over here? And that's how you get it, for real, for real. And that's how you get to these big brands and reach out to them, because obviously that person got something that these big brands like. So if you can kind of take what they doing and put your own little swag on it, they gonna want you too. You know what I'm saying? And then you study it. Study how they following got up. Study how they reach out to them. How did your following? When did you start seeing your stuff? I remember when I met Simba. How did your? When did it go up? I hopped on LA Leakers freestyle. LeBron reposted it. Boom, I shot up. But I'm always asking them type of questions. So when you see a content creator and you like how they stuff is, reach out to them. Some of them is cool. They'll reach back. And just follow their moves. So,
okay, speaking of which, can you give me the secrets on how your content's so crispy? I need the settings y'all use for the.
Yeah, I'll tell Roger to reach out to you. I'll tell Roger to call you. Roger will tell you everything, bro. And he the same way, just like me, bro. Like, we can't take it with us when we die. So it's like, get a game to everybody, man. And that's the main thing. It's enough out here for everybody. You don't gotta hide nothing. You don't gotta gatekeep nothing. Everybody needs this access to this information. Whatever they want to know from me, you can know. You know what I'm saying? I'm not holding nothing back, because I can't take it with me. And I want to see everybody win, because it's enough out here for y'all to win. It's enough. When I talk to these brands and they be like, oh yeah, bet. Don't even budge on the price. I be mad sometimes. Like I should have said more. You know what I'm saying? That let me know, bro, it's out here. It's out here. Ain't no reason to hold on to it. Want everybody to win.
For sure. What has been, from content creation and what you've been able to develop, what has been the biggest bag or opportunity that you feel like you've seen so far?
You did ask me before this interview, like, is there anything off limits? So
I mean, if you got to plead the fifth, you got to, because we don't want to ruin the bag.
I ain't gonna plead the fifth. I'm gonna just say I haven't seen a 6-figure bag yet, but
it's on the way for sure.
Yeah, the 6 on the way. It's literally on the way. But the most I've seen from a brand deal, so far, I'm trying to think. I don't think I hit the 50 yet. I think I was like right under that, probably like a 30. Yeah, probably like a 30.
For like one-time situation.
Yeah. Nah, it'd be worth it. The 30 is worth it. Whatever they making me do is worth the 30. It's hard work now. That's hard work for that 30, man. Sheesh. I be sweating, tired, hard labor, baby.
Hey, for sure. Hey, you got to put that work in.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Understood. So I heard in a previous interview that you did that you had moved to California some time ago. And so as a person who lived away from Detroit for 4 years, close to 5 or somewhere within that range, I'm always curious for people who have moved away, what sparked the move, and then also what have you learned so far since being away from home?
Where did you stay?
So I was in Miami for 2 years. I did grad school down there, and then I started my job after grad school out in Seattle. And so I was there for 2 years, and then I brought it back home to you. Yeah. Yes.
Okay. I like telling this story. I graduated high school and I went to college in Jacksonville, Florida, to the Art Institute of Jacksonville. That's where I went to culinary school. Left Florida, came back to Detroit, left Detroit again, went to Las Vegas. Then we ended up getting a deal with Atlantic Records, and I went from Vegas to Atlanta, and then went from Atlanta back to Detroit, and now I'm in LA. I never wanted to live in Detroit. I always wanted to live. As a kid, my family from out the way. My pops from South Carolina. His whole family from South Carolina. My mama from Illinois. My whole family from Peoria and Chicago, Illinois. So I was always on the road. We always hopping on that 94 going to Chicago, or we hopping down there on the interstate going all the way down to South Carolina. So I always was out of town. I would love to go out of town. It was one point I wanted to live in South Carolina. Like, man, I just want to stay out here. I don't even want to go back to Detroit. And they like, you really want to leave your friends? And I'm like, yeah, I want to live out here with my cousins and my brother and everything. And it almost happened. But I knew as a kid, like, expanding my mind, like, I always wanted to be adventurous. And I seen what that sparks creativity. I knew that as a kid, subconsciously. I just knew, like, being out here is doing something for me. It's making me see stuff I never seen before, experience stuff I never experienced before, tasting food I never tasted before. And it's bringing something out of me. So it's like, that's why I always moved. Like, when I stay in one place too long, it's like, it's only so much your brain gonna expand. You know, it's like it's a whole world out there. Go out there and experience it. You know, so that was the main thing for me. I always knew that moving to different places would always spark my Like it's no coincidence that I'm a creator. I love creativity. I love sparking my creativity. I love finding things that's gonna make my brain twitch. You know what I'm saying? So, moving out your comfort zone is probably the number one way. It's the number one way to create great content. In LA is like the difference between LA and Atlanta, LA and Vegas, LA and Florida, because I lived in Jacksonville, Tallahassee, and a little bit of Miami down in Broward. Okay. So the difference between LA and all those places is that it's so much. You're not gonna get through it all in a year, 2 years, 3 years. You might experience all that Atlanta got to offer in 2-3 years. And I was like, all right, I'm in Atlanta. New York and LA, I don't think you could get through everything that they got to offer in about 10 years. It's always something going on in LA. It's so many different demographics, so many ethnicities, cultures. It's so much stuff. And I love it. I don't think I'm leaving no time soon, because it's no coincidence that this is where I'm my most creative. This is where my career flourished. And yeah, just being in LA just turned me into a whole different person.
Are you of the mindset that people who feel like they gotta leave Detroit to make something of themselves. Do you think that that's are you of that mindset, or do you think that that's not the case and you can create wherever you at and you can build wherever you at?
No, everybody different. Everybody different, and I mean, it's evidence with it. I done seen people from Detroit make a name for themselves or make something happen being in Detroit. I actually admire those people more than the people that leave. Not trying to discriminate or say this is better than that, but I love when people can stay home and figure out how to make home work. How can I make homework as a business standpoint? How can I make homework as a creator? How can I, like, all the creative stuff that's going in this city right now, it make me want to move back.
Yeah.
For real. Because I'm watching y'all, bro, you know what I'm saying? I'm watching y'all do stuff that when we was kids, wasn't nobody doing this.
At all.
Wasn't nobody doing as much creativity as black people is putting into the city right now from all aspects: fashion, comedy, culinary, business, tech. It's crazy right now. I admire that so much. Like, that's something that really, really hit my chest sitting in LA on my couch watching from a distance. Like, look at my city. So, no, you don't got to lead, especially the D. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of inspiration here. If you can make it happen here, make it happen here. You know? But me, I'm just I don't want to be limited to just here. I want to be, like, I don't want a local TV show. I want a national TV show. Yeah. So it's like I gotta relate to all aspects of the world, you know, which is hopefully next year, and I guess I'm gonna say this out loud, hopefully next year I won't be minimized to just rapping about the Lions no more. I'm gonna be rapping about all the teams. I won't be wearing this no more, you know, because I don't want to be people to think, oh, that's Dog from Detroit. I don't want that. I want people to think like how they look when they look at Stephen A. and they think, of course, he a Knicks fan. We know it, but they don't look at that when they see him. They look at somebody that's unbiasedly talking about every team and what they doing. So,
but you will be at the suite sitting next to Eminem, though.
I'll be at the seat next to him if it's a playoff game for sure. Yeah, I'm there. I'm right there. What up, though, Em?
For sure. And in terms of having that opportunity or since you've been away, have you, and throughout your travels throughout the years, have you been able to see the fabric of or remnants of the culture that comes from Detroit, the black culture that we're able to put out there, whether it's artistic or just the culture in general? Have you seen that in other places, or do people recognize that when you go to other places?
Absolutely. And there's no bias. Like, my experience living in all these different cities is that we the cool kids of the country. And I'm not saying that like we better than nobody. Like, it's people out here fresher than us. It's people out here, they do stuff better than us. But we the cool kids of this country because we literally cool. We chill, we lay back, we keep it P. We the definition of keeping it P. You know what I'm saying? So I see, I mean, come on, everybody, not only is everybody wearing buffs, they saying it too.
Yeah.
Like,
yep. It used to just be a Detroit thing, but now
buffs on. We know buffs is a Detroit thing. Y'all ain't saying I got Cartiers on.
Right.
I got buffs on.
Right.
I see everybody saying that in California. Oh, I got some buffs on. I got some buffs on. Ooh. So I see that. I see the way people talk. I see my babies. I see it everywhere, and people see it on us too. Like, when I go places, dog. That's why I say we the cool kids of the city. Like, I don't want no problems with nobody. I don't want no issues with nobody. I want everybody to have a good time. I want to have a good time. I want to be my authentic self. I don't got nothing to prove to nobody. One thing about Detroit people, I don't got nothing to prove to nobody that ain't from Detroit. If I do want to prove something to somebody, it's going to be somebody from Detroit. When we go out the country, we could care less about trying to impress y'all.
Facts.
We try to impress. We'll go out the country and still try to impress Detroit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all we care about. Right. So it's like, they feel that though. It's like, dang, it comes to them. It comes off as humbling. Like, dang, they humble. Probably the least thing, but it's just like we just care about our city so much, and it radiates off of y'all. Y'all like, dang, y'all really is Detroit, like in all aspects. Like, some people is, I'm Boston, but it's just off because of sports.
Yeah,
I'm New York, but it's just because of fashion or this. We Detroit in every aspect you could think of, and that's just what we about. We go out to eat in California, first thing we say, Man, in Detroit, we got a restaurant just
Yep,
like,
yep.
you know what I'm saying? You put some clothes on, man, Detroit, we got this one spot, dog. You used to get even if it's back in the day, we used to get the what's the name, or we throw the Carhartt on, or everything we do, we relate it back to Detroit. And so all these other cities, it's like a certain thing. Like, I relate back to my city. No, everything is Detroit. Everything we do. We don't take this Detroit off nowhere we go.
That's a fact. That's a fact. It's like they say you go somewhere, you know Detroit people around, because we gonna find each other. And then also, like, I think me and my wife might have traveled like out of the country or somewhere. Like I think we might have been somewhere in the Caribbean, like spotted Detroit people like immediately, like, and you just know it's a vibe.
Easily every time, man. I got a group of Detroit people I hang out with in California. You know what I'm saying? And it just happened that way. And then like you said, it be blowing my mind when you go and you just get to talking for a second, and they be like, "Where you from?"
Yep.
And then I be like, "Where you think I'm from?" They be like, "You from Detroit?" I be like, "That's crazy." Like,
or people who not even from Detroit, they notice because they done been around Detroit. People like, nah, you got it in you.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I see it out there for sure. I see it everywhere. We everywhere
For sure.
They say we like cockroaches. That's what they say. They be like, "Man, y'all everywhere like cockroaches." I be like,
hey, it's like that.
Yeah, for sure. We in the city, we out the city.
Exactly, we everywhere. So as you continue to build and grow in your creativity, are there any opportunities, people that you want to work with, brand deals, sponsorship, stuff like that you will want to put out there so we can see it come back into fruition? Any that you could speak on?
Yeah, definitely. I want to see First Geech on a major network. I would love to see it on ESPN because that's what we grew up on, but I don't know if everybody knows. And I this is another reason I just got to give all glory to God, and I thank him so much because I'm seeing it in real time. If people don't know, ESPN is being combated. Netflix is starting their sports journey.
Yep.
Prime started theirs. They trying to battle this out. This is a good time to be in sports. If you're somebody in sports to do sports content or thinking about it, get in it now. Because that's the one thing you want. You want a situation where ESPN has been the top dog for as long as we know. Fox tried to combat it. It didn't work. Netflix, all the money they got Disney money. Prime, all the money they got just about up there too. You want these companies to start saying, let's poke the bear. Let's let the big dog. Let's see if we could. You know, it's people. Netflix already done stole ESPN anchors already for they upcoming shows that they putting together.
Yep. Amazon too.
Yep. So you want to be in this space right now because they about to be trying to find out for the next new thing to keep their station relevant. You know what I'm saying? These two stations are trying to build up. This station's trying to stay the top dog. So it's a great time to be in sports right now. So I want to see First Geech on a major network, whether that be ESPN, whether that be Prime, whether that be Netflix. I want to be a mediator on the show as well. I don't want to necessarily be Stephen A. or Max Kellerman or Shannon Sharp. I want to be a male, of course, but Molly Querim and be in the middle. Like I like mediating stuff. Like, hey, what you? No, hold up. Now you stop for a second. Now what you talking about? Like, I want to be in that position. I can also see me doing some sideline stuff too. So I would love that. I just want to be a jack of all trades in the sports analyst world. I really want to dive deep into that. But of course, I'm in 3 lanes. So let's go over here to this culinary world. I don't think I want my own restaurant. I
was gonna say, are we gonna get a First Geech restaurant?
Well, we might get a First Geech sports bar.
Okay.
I think it's mandatory. I got some guys that's opening up a sports bar. Shout out to Pawn Shop LA, and they're gonna start a franchise with that. And I think I'm gonna dive into that with them, and just explore it and experience it for the first time as far as like opening up some stuff, and then I might consider opening up a First Geech sports bar. I just think it's mandatory that I make a First Geech sports bar. So as far as the culinary side, but I definitely just want to just expand my I want to be able to travel the world and eat food and get paid for it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I want to see that happen. And then as far as the music go, I want to find a group of people, not just rappers, fans. I want to find a group of people that want to bring hip hop back.
Okay.
That's last on my list, dog. I didn't even think about that. But I want to find a group of people that want to bring hip hop back and bring it back to a point where we selling out arenas, but we rapping with some structure. We rapping with some substance. So I definitely want to dive into that and try to find a way that we can, without labels, just some business partner junk where it's me, artists, A&Rs, people in marketing. No labels, nothing, no label, nothing. This is all independent, but a big independent movement that feel like a label. But we selling out arenas and we rapping real rap. So,
is there any way that you could assemble the Avengers and do like a First and Geech big state per season?
That'd be
at
hard.
the end of each season.
No, that'd be hard. Maybe.
Okay.
That's an idea. I'm gonna write that in the book.
Yeah,
See? I appreciate that.
Look,
for sure.
little EP.
Gem.
Little EP at the end of the season.
I like that. Yeah, no, for sure. We gonna try to make that happen. That's hard.
That's the breadcrumb to the bigger thing. And then you take the EP and the music.
Right.
You do your tour.
See,
do your tours. Yeah.
That's why I need people like this in my life right here. Black Friday, baby.
For sure. And then speaking of which, so you had mentioned one more thing I wanted to make sure I asked you. You mentioned being in those 3 different lanes in terms of what you do, and obviously you're able to make them all come together and work in terms of your creativity. But that's kind of something that I know I personally struggle with. I'm sure people listening and watching it might struggle with as well, where it's like you have different skill sets and or ideas, and it's like, well, I'm trying to be in the space of how do I make sure if it don't work for the main thing that I'm trying to do, like for me, for example, if it's not focused on Black business, elevating Black voices, our community, podcasting, then, I don't want to get too far outside of that or too far ahead of myself. So for you, I don't know if you had any words of encouragement for me, anybody who might be like me in terms of how do you make it all kind of work together, or how do you make sure you make space to feed each one?
It's a great question. I think that what I'm getting from what you're saying is that you are a creative hoarder. We all can be creative hoarders.
Yeah.
Because when you creative, you come up with great ideas, and you be like, "This is a great idea." Sometimes we gotta let them go, though. Sometimes we gotta learn how to let stuff go as a creative, because we can hoard these ideas, hoard these things we can do. Like, I got somebody that I just literally had a conversation with last night, and they was talking about that. Like, well, I'm working with the DPS schools, and I'm trying to feed into my community, and then I got these other schools that's a good opportunity, and then I got my own thing going on, and it's just too much on her plate. And I'm telling her, you need to let some stuff go. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's just what it is. If this right here is if you struggling with the finances of your business and the DPS ain't providing it, but it's okay. Go over here. We know where your heart at. You gonna come back over here and handle that. And then you gonna come back over here and handle your own situation. So it's just about prioritizing what's most important. Because like I said, we can be hoarders and we can be doing all these different things, and we just can't. So it's like, what's the problem right now? Is it finances? Is it finding an audience? And which one of these lanes can I pour into the most that makes the most sense, and not necessarily neglect these, but put everything on the back. It's okay to put stuff on the back burner. That's the best advice I could give. We just, as creators, we hoard stuff, and it's okay to put stuff on the back burner and be like, all right, not right now with this. This right here, this is gonna pay the bills because I need to pay the bills, or it's gonna fund the rest of this. So it's like, it's just about not hoarding and just really just being like okay with letting stuff. We don't be wanting to let stuff go when we be creating, dog.
Yeah.
We don't. That's really what it is.
And I think it's sometimes the inverse effect where it's like, because you've been hoarding, you get to a point, what I noticed, because I used to do web design for like 10 years. So what I noticed with people is that around this time of the year, late November, December, you start reflecting on the year like, oh, I said I was going to do that idea. I was going to do this. And then so now you're just trying to run through it all. You're trying to run through it all at one time.
That's a good way to put it too. Yeah, definitely when the year starts, we definitely be like, all right, I didn't do this. So next year I'm going to do this. And you be so super motivated until, but you don't think about that June, July, August when all of that's gone.
Right.
And you not feeling how you just felt in January. People don't think about that. When you feel like that January, February, March.
Yeah, start.
Hey, bro. Life get the life, and you not calculating that in there.
Yep.
let stuff go, man. Don't hoard it. Do not hoard ideas. Do not hoard stuff. Everything can't get done. You just one human being. Even if you got a team, y'all can't do everything.
Yeah.
So learn to let stuff go.
Yeah, and prioritize, like you said.
And prioritize, yeah. What's most important.
Yep. For sure. So,
Yeah,
Chef Geech, where can the people if they're not tapped in already, where can they tap in with you if they want to work with you, they want to follow the journey, they want to support?
Follow me at Chef Geech. That's everywhere. Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, at Chef Geech, YouTube. Please subscribe to my YouTube too. You know what I'm saying? Chef Geech. And yeah, if you want to reach out to me, any type of business inquiries, just hit me up. GeechSaffron@gmail.com. That's GeechSaffron@gmail.com.
For sure. And I definitely forgot this one. So Chef Geech is not your real name. I ain't gonna say your government, but that's up to you if you want to say it. But you said so Geech was your rap name.
Yeah.
But where did that come from? Where did Geech come from?
Being down there in the South, tell me if you experienced, because you was in Florida.
Yep.
So down in Florida, the people I used to hang with, they used to say Geechee a lot, like stuff is
Yeah,
Geechee,
yeah.
everything Geechee, everything good.
Yep.
And then they used to always say that to me, like he Geechee, everything good, everything good. So it's kind of a dumb story, but that was like the seed. When I started rapping, I've been rapping since I was a kid, but when I started taking it serious was in college, and I was like, dang, what my rap name gonna be? And I was a big Meech fan growing up as a kid. I used to watch all the BMF, everything. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, dang, everybody was doing the big around there. Big Shine, big Keese, big. I'm like, all right. I'm like, dang, I can't be Big Meech. I'm like, I'm gonna be Big Geech. So that was my name at first, and then I was like, I can't do that. I'm gonna take the. No, what happened was that was around the time Rick Ross got in trouble with the Disciples. Cause he was like, I think I'm Larry Hoover.
Oh yeah.
So I'm like, I don't want to say Big Geech, and everybody try to get on me. Like, you think he's like, all right, bet, I'm taking the big off. So then it was just Geech, and then like I said, it was legally taken. So then everybody was like, what you gonna change your name to? And at first I legally had turned it into an acronym, greatest MC ever created here, and then I was like, that's just too much. And then I was like, just turn it Chef Geech. And here we are, baby.
For sure. Well, Chef Geech, man, I appreciate you pulling up on us on the podcast, and always inspired by your content and the work that I see. I'm like, man, this is super dope. I think that for me, when I really dialed in, it's like when I saw the collaboration with Jamel, and I'm like, oh yeah, he's serious about what it is that he's doing, and he's continuing to build and make his mark, man. So it's very inspiring, man. So definitely encourage you to keep going, man. And I know it's only great things that's on the horizon for you.
Yeah, I appreciate you having me out, man, and I appreciate what you're doing right now, bro. Like, I don't know if you get your flowers, but definitely creating a podcast for Black entrepreneurs on the rise, already doing their thing. They just give out the game, bro. Like, this is a wonderful podcast, and I hope you just continue to just feed into these people as much as possible, bro. Like, you a gem. Thank you.
That's love, man. I appreciate that.
All day, bro. All day.
Appreciate that. Everybody watching, listening, we're gonna tap in with y'all soon. Peace.
Peace out.
That's a wrap.